All right, so I want to start theme. So the first one I said is what? Theme of waiting. There's a theme of waiting. And this reflects how people often wait for success in life. People wait for success, people wait for happiness, people wait for opportunities, people wait for God, people wait for God, people wait for change. That is what Estragon and Vladimir's waiting represent. They represent humanity that are waiting for certain things in life, which may and may not what? May not come. Just like Godot did not come. Many people's success may not come. Many people's life-changing opportunities may not come. Right? Now, we have theme of hope. You agree with me that while Vladimir and Estragon waited for Godot, they have something tied them down. Yes. Something trapped them. And what is that thing that trapped them? Hope that Godot would arrive. Hope. What made them wait was because they believed, they hoped, they were hopeful that Godot is coming. How does it reflect reality? Let us use Christian religion for example. Christians are waiting for Jesus, right? Christians are waiting for Jesus. Over 2,000 years ago, people have been waiting for Jesus to come back. Now, so many people have died. Jesus has not arrived. Can you see what Samuel Beckett used waiting for Godot to represent in reality? Do you see how waiting for Godot reflects reality? So many people have died. Jesus has not arrived. Those who are still alive now, that are not dead yet, okay, their hope is that Jesus will come. In fact, there are so many people that they are poor, okay, they are poor, and they know what to do to get rich. They can, they can delve into evil things to seek money. But the fear of Jesus can come anytime. We don't allow them to do it because they still have that belief, they still have that hope that Jesus will come. Right? So, what is trapping them is hope and belief that Jesus is coming. The same way Estragon and Vladimir hoped that Godot was going to come, but Godot did not come. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that Jesus will not come. Oh. That's not my point. Oh. Now, we also have theme of meaninglessness of life. Theme of meaninglessness of life. Now, why am I saying this thing? In your test or in your examination, your lecturer might just give you a theme and ask you to what? To discuss it critically. Discuss the theme of meaninglessness of life in Samuel Beckett's Waiting for Godot. That's why you have to go through that poem, right? Read that. Hey, I've said poem again. Go through that play, that drama. So if you are told to explain meaninglessness of life in that drama, so every event that mirrors meaninglessness of life, you talk about it. Now, the characters repeat the same action every day. The first day that Estragon and Vladimir waited for Godot, they stood under a tree, isn't it? The second day, they came back to that tree again. So they were repeating cycles. They were repeating cycles, rather. They were repeating cycles. Under that tree, they talked for a long time, waiting for Godot. The second day, too, they talked for a long time, waiting for Godot. The first day, this guy was hungry and tired. The second day, he was hungry and tired. So life is just like a circle. Life is meaningless. No purpose. No purpose. No exact thing that we can get hold of to say that, okay, this is what life means. Life is vanity. Life is meaningless. Life is meaningless. You will see someone worked their ass throughout their life. They will work for government. They will retire at the age of 65, 70. Nothing to show for it. Nothing to write home about. And even those that are wealthy, they own houses, they own fleet of cars, they own hotels, marry so many women, give birth to so many children. And death is just going to what? To drag them away from everything they had in life all of a sudden. Death. So what is now the meaning of life? Why will you work for precious things of life, and at the end of the day, you will not take them with you. Have you ever seen a wedding man that is buried with his mansion? Have you ever seen a wedding man that is buried with his car? The Bible says that when we are coming, we brought nothing. And when we are going to leave the world, we are going to take nothing. Life is meaningless. Life is vanity. So Vladimir and Estragon waited the whole day for nothing. The second day, for nothing. So meaninglessness of life. Another theme is what? Theme of human suffering. Theme of human suffering. And that one is depicted by who? By Loki. Pozo made life so difficult for Loki. He made him suffer. And like I said, Loki represents that image of human suffering. Are you getting that? So, also, Pozo also suffers blindness. Pozo is a wedding man, but he also suffers blindness. I told you that the second day we found Pozo blind. We don't know what made him blind. We don't know why he was blind. He was just blind. Are you getting it? So that one is telling you that both the poor and the rich suffers something in the real world. It means that suffering is universal. Suffering is universal. It's not only the poor people that are suffering. The rich are also suffering. The wealthy are also suffering. The middle class are suffering. The upper class are suffering. The lower class are suffering. Everybody is suffering. Suffering of one thing or the other. Someone's suffering might be sickness. Another person's suffering might be childlessness. Another person's suffering might be lack of job opportunity. Another person's suffering might be different type of suffering, but everybody is doing what? Everybody is suffering. Now, what are the symbols in that text? What are those things in that text that stand or that represent something deeper? We have the tree under which Estragon and Vladimir stood. That tree represents what? Hope. It was under that tree that they waited for Godot. That tree covered them from sun, covered them from rain. So they had that comfortability to wait for Godot. They rested under that tree waiting for someone that will not come. So that tree represents hope. Are you getting it? Now, what does their waiting represent? It means that their waiting is also a symbol. The fact that Estragon and Vladimir waited, that too is a symbol. It is representing something. What is it representing? It is representing humans' search for meaning. That waiting is representing humans' search for meaning. Or if there's any other meaning that you can read to it. Okay? Now, even the characters themselves are what? They are symbols. Vladimir is a symbol. Like I told you, he symbolizes that personality, that intelligent personality of human being, right? A philosophical human being. Estragon is also a symbol. Pozo is also a symbol. Loki is also a symbol. Even Godot himself is also a what? A symbol, because they are representing something deeper than themselves. Now, how does waiting for Godot mirrors modernism? This question be expecting it. It may not be on waiting for Godot. It may be on any other text you are given. They will ask you, how does this text mirrors reality? How does this text mirrors the modernist era? What they are asking you simply is that, what are the characteristics of modernism in that text? What are the features of modernism that text portrays? Now, let's take one after the other. How does Waiting for Godot represent reality, or how does it mirrors the modernist literature? Number one is what? Fragmentation. Remember that one feature of modernism is fragmentation. Fragmentation is disconnection, right? And in that play, we are going to realize that the discussion between Estragon and Vladimir, it is total fragmentation. They discuss so many things that are not relevant, so many things that are not connected. So many things that are not connected. Also, when Loki was asked to speak, he also spoke about things that are not, something that are intellectual, but it is not connected. It's not connected. You can't join them together. when a madman is speaking. Are you getting it? So fragmentation is one of those features of modernism that Samuel Beckett explored in Waiting for Godot. Another one is loss of meaning, meaninglessness. Okay? Remember that modern writer questions whether life has purpose, whether there's life in meaning. People question who they are, what they are doing in life, what is even the purpose of life. Are you getting it? So, there are so many questions that can be asked in that play. Who is Godot? Why are they waiting for Godot? Why was Pozo blinded? What causes blindness? Why? What is that reason why these guys are waiting for Godot? There are a lot of questions that are open-ended. A lot of questions that needs to be asked. So, search for meaning is one feature of what modernist literature, and Samuel Beckett actually explored it in this play. Another one is what? Rejection of traditional plots. Remember that modernism is based on breakdown of rules. I told you in the first video that one of the features of modernism is that modern writers, they rejected the traditional way of writing. Why? Because the word that they were was a broken word, was a fragmented word, was a disconnected word. So they chose to write fragmented writings. They chose to write broken writings. So look at Waiting for Godot. There's no beginning, there's no middle, there's no resolution. Okay, what is the resolution of that play? What is it? We have a conflict, and the conflict is that they are waiting for Godot. So at the end, what happened? At the end of the day, what happened? What's the resolution? So no beginning, no middle, no end. No climax. What is the climax of that play? What is the anticlimax? So rejection of traditional plot. And you know that normal, before the modernist period, there's a structure. Writers have a structure. If you want to write a drama, right, your drama must have a beginning, it must have the middle, it must have the end. The beginning, the middle, and the resolution. But modernist writings, they neglected that structure. Another way Waiting for God reflected modernism is what? Uncertainty. Modernism rejects certainty. Nothing is certain. It usually leaves the readers with questions. Uncertainty is one feature of what? Of modernism. Another way Waiting for God, Waiting for Godot mirrors modernism is what? Through symbolism. Modernist writings usually have symbols. So writers, it is the readers that are going to fathom the message of the writing, of the text. There are so many symbols, so many symbols. You realize that when we analyzed the second coming in the last class we had, do you remember that image? That image with the body of human being but with the head of lion that represented Satan, Antichrist. You know, the people were waiting for someone that's going to amend the world. That's the second coming. Okay? Biblical allusion. Christians are waiting for Jesus Christ to come and amend the world, to come and make things right. So also, people are waiting for someone to come and amend the life. But who came? Instead of a savior, who came? An image with human body and the head of lion. A frightful image. A frightful image. Are you getting it? So, that image represented something. So, modernist writers usually use symbols in their writing. Okay? I think I will have to stop here for now. I want to give you an assignment, and that assignment you bring it to our next class, our physical class. This is the question: what is the irony in waiting for Godot? What is the irony in waiting for Godot? See you on the next one. Take care. Bye bye. Part three students. Next 2 weeks is your test. Oh. Next 2 weeks. This week, next week, and the week coming after next week. That's your tutorial general test. So tutorial officially ends on the 16th of July. Okay? And it has been said that our award ceremony and prize giving ceremony will hold on the 7th of August, 2026. 7th of August. And each student is expected to pay 1,000 naira for that ceremony. Everyone should be there. Okay, it's going to be fun. 1,000 naira. If you want to pay more than that, you can pay to support the tutorial. But students are expected to pay 1,000 naira. Okay, there's going to be food, there's going to be drinks, there's going to be enjoyment, there's going to be awards for excellent students. All right, guys. See you later.